Sport's been a very big part of my life. This was given to me by Sheppey Rugby Football Club. They made me an honorary vice president last year. This is the World Cup, Rugby World Cup in 2003 in Australia. These are the players, but in their club kit. They did this 2 days after the World Cup. I don't think they could have stood the first day after the World Cup, since most of them didn't get to bed till 6 in the morning. It was a fantastic day, and I was so privileged to be there. This is Charlton Athletic. We had to play at Selhurst Park and West Ham for too long, for something like 9 years. We finally got the Valley back, but we ran a supporters club in the elections. We didn't win any seats, but we came second after the Labour Party in Greenwich, and eventually that embarrassed Greenwich Council to give us our ground back. And you can see here what it looked like when we took it over, what it looked like on opening day, and what it looked like 2 years ago. And it's now Premier League football club. We're not doing so well. We're stuck at the bottom of the league at the moment. So understandably, sport's been a big driver in my own life. I played rugby for England, and for some time was the #1 long jumper as well in athletics. And of course, you know, when we had the chance of winning the Olympics, here it is. This was the original badge of the candidate city. We got given these before we won, actually. Now we'll be able to say we're the host city, which is wonderful. And I chair the all-party Olympic group, and I'm doing a number of lectures. I probably do one every 3 weeks across London at the moment, and sometimes in Kent. The great thing about the Olympics, it's not just the fuss about the money, which is always the case in every single Olympics. And the crude thing is, if you say it's going to cost 2.5 billion, it'll cost 5. I mean, normally it doubles. It doubled in Barcelona, it doubled in Atlanta, it doubled in Sydney, and it doubled in Athens. And you can't say today, here we are in 2007, you can't say in 2012 how much the security costs are likely to be. So, you know, that's the hardest bit. But the big thing is not to charge the London ratepayer the extra expense, and we've got to find a way of doing that. I think there are a couple of options. I think the first thing is that when you buy a lottery ticket, 12p in the pound goes to the Treasury. Wouldn't it be great if that 12p could become an Olympic challenge for the nations and regions? And I think we do need something like that. There's also the unclaimed assets register for unclaimed pension funds in the city. I think that's worth about 5 billion. And just now Ofcom are launching or they're about to sell the analog spectrum, which again I think is worth about 5 billion. As you know, also in 2012 we switched to digital, so that analog spectrum will be worth more and more and more. So I think there are pockets of money, but unfortunately the one thing there isn't in the Olympics, there isn't a sports think tank in the United Kingdom, and so there isn't a pressure group on government telling them that these things are available. And I hope that that's one of the legacy things that will come out of post 2012 in the United Kingdom, is that finally we'll have a sports think tank. I'll come back to talk more about the Olympics, but I hope that gives you an idea of where we are. It's one of the biggest parts of my own website. I get between 6,000 and 8,000 people a week just coming into the Olympic pages. There are lots and lots and lots of information, so if you don't know much about London 2012, just go to derekwyatt.co.uk.